Backroads is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, with money by the vote of the people November 4th, 2008.
I was born for the water. 6 days old was my first test in a wooden boat made by my father in the northern wilderness. There have been many stories since then, great adventures I've been in. I've survived, Lord, I've thrived with the water and the wind. Oh, now maybe it's luck and I'm living on a prayer now. Off the beam, feel the stiffening air. I'm living on the edge with sweet Mother Nature. She's my lifelong love affair. Trust her. In the end, it's me who's blessed. Oh, now maybe it's luck and I'm living on a prayer now. Off the beam, feel the stiffening air. Oh, I'm living on the edge with sweet Mother Nature. She's my lifelong love affair. Shore of Rainbow Island, anchored for the night ahead. Now as the fog folds in around me, I'm warmly in my bed. I was born for the water. 6 days old was my first test in a wooden boat made by my father in the northern wilderness. In the northern wilderness. I'm Dennis Warner, and a couple of members of my band, the D's, will be here tonight. Dan Neal on guitar, a pretty renowned guitar player, and Derek Rader, my percussionist. He plays cajon and djembe and tambourine and shaker and all kinds of fun things. I think I've always wanted to be a musician since I can remember, being just a little squirt. My dad was a semi-pro country western singer-songwriter. He just played every once in a while on a weekend somewhere, but he was always playing around the house. The music was always there when he was home. He had the guitar out, and I know that was a huge influence on me. And then younger days just connected to the singer-songwriter movement. I grew up right through John Denver, Gordon Lightfoot, James Taylor, Harry Chapin, Dan Fogelberg, all those great guys. Michael Johnson was a big influence. All right, 3, 4. this world we're living in. Can't deny it, it's just too strong. We can't hide it, so we just hang on. No, we're going on a ride of a lifetime. Make sure to hold on tight. We're going on a ride of a lifetime, starting tonight. We know the promise, the feeling of trust. We know it's bigger than either one of us. Fate has found us, so we can't stand still. Faith inside us says start on down the hill. Oh, we're going on a ride of a lifetime. Make sure to hold on tight. We're going on a ride of a lifetime, starting tonight. Some think it's crazy, we should never have fallen in love. But maybe it's just something we didn't have any control of. We know the future depends on our dreams. What's real is not always what it seems, but here together in this space and time, we start our journey, leaving the past behind. Oh, we're going on a ride of a lifetime. Make sure to hold on tight. We're going on a ride of a lifetime, starting tonight. We're going on a ride of a lifetime. Make sure to hold on tight. We're going on a ride of a lifetime, starting tonight. Starting tonight. Whoa, starting tonight. Starting tonight. Do-do-do-do. Starting tonight. It's a good thing when the doves give their warning, the coming of morning, a new day is near. It's a good thing when the highways start humming, our world is a buzzing, we're leaving the hive. And it's a very good thing when the sun gets to shining, water is warming, it's time we jump in. But on the shores we might linger, waiting round for the tide. New gifts from the ocean unveiling the bride. It's a good thing when baby is sleeping, new parents go stealing precious moments alone. And it's a good thing when the lovers are loving, the strummers are strumming their songs of the heart. And it's a very good thing when the moon starts a-glowing, the stars are all pointing lost sailors back home. Still I question the reason of things I can't know. It's a good thing to remember that rejection is just God's protection from things we can't see. It's a good thing to be grateful and loving, not hateful and judging as I once might have been. And it's a good thing when we hear children singing, young voices are bringing tomorrow's surprise. And it's a very good thing in the quiet of evening when I feel your soft breathing. It's a very good thing. We're all beads on one string, every man, every woman, boy and girl, beads on one string. We're one world. Well, I touch, you touch, and we feel so much. We hurt and we heal. We know love is real. You dream, well, I dream, and we plan, sometimes scheme. Oh, how we love to eat, and everyone has to sleep, 'cause we're all beads on one string. Every man, every woman, every man, every woman, boy and girl, beads on one string, beads on one string. We're one world, we're one world, you got it. Well, you laugh and you cry, and guess what? So do I. And we cough and we sneeze into the same air. We all breathe, but we trust, we give, and we die after we've lived. And we win, sometimes we're gonna lose. We're wearing the same shoes. Oh, we're all beads on one string. Every man, every woman, every man, every woman, boy and girl, beads on one string, one world. We hark and we need, we cut and we bleed. Somehow we discover we're so much like each other. Oh, I say yes we are, yes we are. We're all beads on one string. Yes, every man, every woman, boy and girl, all we're beads on one string. We're one world. One more time. Oh, we're all beads on one string. Every man, every woman, boy and girl, beads on one string. We're one world. Oh, we're all beads on one string. We're one world. One world. Oh, yes, we are.
So you have a lot of audience participation in your music. Was that something that you kind of were looking for right away, or was that something that gradually happened, like, hey, this is a good dynamic going on?
It's probably been there all along, you know, and I say, you know, I really grew up and was mentored by people like John Denver, who was great with the audience. He's one of the best at pulling things out of the audience. Michael Johnson, same thing, just incredible with an audience, and just being able to add humor in there. The song doesn't have to be funny, but then you got stories between the songs, and it's the whole night, it's the whole evening that's happening. It's not just always about the song. I think that wanting that has been there. That's the kind of performer that I'm attracted to.
And I think they're invested in what's going on because they're a part of it.
Right. And most of the time, the people don't know me when I come into a town, and so you want them to be entertained. So I'm playing music that, a lot of times they've never heard. But for them to sit there for 60 or 90 minutes, you have to make it fun for them, make it worthwhile for them. Because they're used to going and hearing dance bands where they know all the songs and they can get up and dance, and this is a different thing. So I've been doing this a while now, so I've kind of honed in on how to make that happen, so that even a person who has never been to a show like this will leave really glad that they came.
Can't change the spots on a leopard's back. She is what she is, and you can't change that, so let her go. Let her go. Can't stop the words she says about you. She stole your trust and your money too. Let her go. Yeah, you gotta let her go. She turned her back and walked away. It doesn't matter what you think or what you say. Now you feel like you're living in a washing machine. Your laundry's there for everyone to see, and it's no surprise when you get hung out to dry. Give thanks for the closest friends. They keep you sane and they help you mend while you let her go. You let her go. Nothing worse than to feel that scorn, the hate, the tenderness lived before. Choice but to make a stand. She chose the drink in her hand, and so you let her go. So you let her go. She turned her back, walked away. It doesn't matter what you think, what you say. Nothing worse than to feel that scorn, the hate where tenderness lived before. No, you can't change the spots on a leopard's back. She is what she is, and you can't change that, so let her go. Let her go. Let her go. Just let her go. Let her go. Ooh, you gotta let her go. Well, I'm getting the blues from watching the news. It's all messed up what's going down, and talk is cheap from those on the heap, looking for a way to turn it around. To build a house, you need lumber and tools. just to follow the golden rule. Now it makes no sense, this sitting on a fence, watching kids taking the fall. Who will bear the blame? Who will share the shame? Time will tell on us all. To build a house we need lumber and tools, but to build a better world it's simple, just follow the golden rule. Less of this, a little more of that, a little less judging, little more loving. Can you feel it? A little less judging, little more loving. Can you feel it? To build a house you need lumber and tools, but to build a better world it's simple, just follow the golden rule. Oh, love everyone with the best intentions. Do unto others, do unto you. Love everyone with real compassion. This is the golden rule. This is the golden. Love everyone with the best intentions. Oh, do unto others, do unto you. Love everyone with real compassion. This is the golden rule. This is the golden rule. This is the golden rule.
I think the stories in my song is probably what attracts me to being a folk singer. And my leanings maybe a little bit towards country too, because the old country at least, because it was about storytelling. It's not about dancing, it's not about getting up and doing anything other than listening to this person telling their story. And oftentimes it's a slower tempo or a medium tempo. And you know, you listen to John Denver and how personal his songs were, and Gordon Lightfoot, oh man, I mean, and he writes in all these different styles. You know, he changes rhythms so often. He can even add some things in French, and I really admire that part of the business. These stories that they can write and create, these images that they create. It's like a 3-minute movie that you're watching. You can see the whole thing folding in front of you. And a lot of people, you know, like John Denver was a folk singer, and Gordon Lightfoot was a folk singer. And we saw Gordon Lightfoot here back in June and talking to him a little bit backstage, and he's just so into being called a folk singer. He's proud of it, you know, and a lot of people that graduate on and become folk singers with a band just kind of lose that part of them and become pop singers, or that's what they call themselves. But Gordon is just, no, I'm a folk singer. It's one of the big parts of it, yeah, being a singer-songwriter.
And what's it like carrying on that tradition, being a part of that history?
I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to, because it's what I've done. You know, I can't imagine doing anything else. I guess I'm just doing it now. Maybe that's for other people to judge or something. You know, if I'm carrying it on, if I'm deviating from it, or I think we all kind of deviate from home a little bit with our musical styles and things. But I guess I'll leave that up to other people to decide.
little seedling and we plant it in the ground. With a hope and a prayer it'll grow up strong. Faith that the future will someday come along. Try to believe in, and to have a little faith in the world. Faith in the world. Have a little faith in the world. Try it out. Have a little faith. Have a little faith in the world. Faith in the world. Have a little faith in the world. Dreaming planted in our hearts. With a little bit of love it'll grow each day. Wanting our children to never be afraid. Is there a better dream worth dreaming? We need to have a little faith in the world. Faith in the world. Have a little faith in the world. Faith in the world, faith in the world, have a little faith in the world. We need to have a little faith in the world. Trust, believing, forgiveness, healing. Trust, believing, forgiveness, healing. Trust. Faith in the world, oh, faith in the world, yeah. Have a little faith in the world. Have a little faith in the world. Faith in the world. Have a little faith in the world. Oh, have a little faith in the world. Faith in the world. Have a little faith in the world. Faith in the world. Have a little faith. Have a little faith, everybody. I love you so much. Thanks for coming out tonight. Yeah.
Backroads is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, with money by the vote of the people November 4th, 2008.